We're here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Hello, I'm Jim Houston.
And I'm Craig Simpson.
We've got a great game coming up between Pittsburgh and Detroit. These guys can't get away from what makes them successful, and that's getting a solid effort from the first line through the fourth.
While they're up against a disciplined opponent that plays hard and stays out of the box. They don't give up a whole lot, so you can't fall behind against these guys.
Time for the opening face-off for today's game. Face-off won by second. Shoots! Turned aside by Belfort. He scores! An early first-period goal.
I think this guy definitely fits the description of a sniper. When he gets a chance to score, he usually converts on it.
Pittsburgh led in an early goal.
It's a setback, all right, but sometimes a quick goal forces everyone to focus.
Here comes Joe Sakic. Big shot from deep in the slot.
And by number 19.
Here comes Owen Nolan. Abisher freezes the puck. They're getting ready for the face-off. And the face-off is won by Allison. O'Neill gets hold of the puck. One-timer. Abisher covers up. The puck is about to be dropped. To Clean. Verahowski. Goes backhand. Here's Teemu Selanne, the 6-foot Finnish flash from Helsinki, Finland. He passes the puck to Konowalchuk. Snaps the shot. That's blocked by the defender, grabbed by two. Close. With a one-timer. Belfour gets the blocker on it. To Cleave. Shoots quickly. That's blocked and didn't get through. Here comes Teemu Selanne. Shot from the point. To Clee. One-timer. Abisher freezes the puck. The players are lined up and ready for the face-off. Face-off won by Sundin. McCabe. One-time shot from the right. To Francis. He keeps stopping the puck. He's stopped it again. He passes it to Nolan. He stopped that too. Abisher covers up for the whistle. We're ready for the face-off. The face-off goes to Pittsburgh. Here's Bugner. Intercepted. Here's Darcy Tucker, looking for his first shot on net. Spatos. Hedin Renberg, and he'll just move the puck into the neutral zone. Now he's moved it into the attacking zone. To Vinny Damfus, and he moves it into the attacking zone. Goes behind his net. Belfour makes the brilliant save. It's turned over in the neutral zone. Here comes Joe Sakic. The ref in. Oh, he hit the post. Hedin is going to the box for roughing.
Take a look at the replay. Far too much contact that time. Does he deserve the penalty? You bet.
You can see that the coach isn't very happy about this call at all. Detroit will try and take advantage of a penalty here.
Well, we haven't seen the power play yet tonight, but we know they're going to be a handful.
They've got great skill in that first unit. To Francis. Now he carries it to center ice. To Sundin. Shoots! Here's Ron Francis. Abisher hangs on for the whistle. This guy gets down quickly and takes away the entire bottom of the net.
Jim, you have to lift the puck up to beat his butterfly style. If it's on the ice, he's going to get a pad on it.
To McCabe. Rips it from the point. And he whistled it wide in the net over center. Here comes Teemu Selanne. Shoots the puck. Belfour covers up. The action's about to start. The home team trails by 1 here midway through the first period. Out comes Ron Francis, and he just dumps the puck in. Here's Alex Tanguay, who rang one off the post a little while ago, to Hayden. One-timer!
You don't want to go down 2 this early. What a save!
It's dumped in by Francis. He passes the puck to Sakic. Here comes Teemu Selanne. Great glove save by Belfour. He scores! It's a shorty.
This guy's been a devastating offensive player ever since his days with the Guelph Storm. When he gets a full head of steam going, you better get out of the way so you don't get hurt.
Gets a much-needed goal to tie the game.
And there's plenty of time left for another one. One goal lead would be nice going into the break.
McCabe dumps the puck in. Spatos just one man to beat.
Number 10.
Midway through the first, and it's 1-1.
By number 15.
Through center.
Kamberlin.
Here comes O'Neill. Here's a chance turned aside by Abisher. Spatos, good shot from in front. Dean steps back onto the ice, meaning we've returned to 5-on-5 hockey. Here's Joe Sakic, who hasn't registered a shot on goal so far. Cuts in front! Dean. The shots are 10-10. Shoots! Hit the man in front of the net to Cleave. Abisher stopped that to Hayduk, and he takes it to center. Here comes Joe Sakic to Milan Hayduk to Stajan. Midway through the first, and it's 1-1. Front of the net! Behind the net. Nicolishin. Now he'll just move the puck into the neutral zone. He turns the puck over. Out he comes to center. They're into the attacking zone. And a quick pass up to LePerriere. Now it's just deep. He passes the puck to Reichel. Renberg. And that'll put them up by 1.
You know, Jim, when you catch a one-timer like that, it's almost a guaranteed goal.
Just halfway through the first, and they're down by 1.
That's a bad situation to be in, Jim. Now, instead of setting the tone, that's when they catch it.
Renberg, glove save by Abisher. He had his pocket picked.
And by number 19.
Now he passes it ahead to Laxinen. Wrist shot, but corralled by Spatos. Renberg, one-time shot, blocked. Spatos. It's 1-on-1. There's one right on. Fearlessly blocked. 2-0 to Owen Nolan. Shot it. Blocked in front of the net to Lyles. Now it's passed ahead to Laxinen. Found by Caberlet. He passes the puck to Sundin. And he's over the line and on the attack. Now he passes it to Tanguay. Here comes Alex Tanguay. One-timer. Puck picked up by Sakic. He picked it off to O'Neill. Here comes Alexander McGillney. Abisher hangs on for the whistle. The ref is ready to drop the puck. The faceoff goes to Detroit. It's late in the first, and it's 2-1 for the home team. Blocked. Here's Brisebois. He passes the puck to Turgeon. Now it's passed ahead to Konowalchuk. Shoots quickly. Belfour turns him away. O'Neill jumps on the loose puck to Domi, and he moves it into the attacking zone. Into the slot. Fired it. That's blocked by the defender. The shots are even up, 16 apiece. Belfour with a big save. Belfour has good hands. He can really move the puck.
And that puts a lot of pressure on opposing forwards. If they're not accurate with their shoot-ins, he'll beat them to the puck and fire it out of the zone.
Over to Francis. Through center. Here comes Sundin. Shoots the puck.
And he had to make that save, Jim. Down by 2 late in the first would have been a tough one to swallow.
Right in front. Shoots it quickly. He freezes the puck. That'll make the highlight reel.
What a great save.
They're getting ready for the faceoff. The faceoff goes to Detroit. Allison. It's late in the first, and it's 2-1 for the home team. Here's a chance. Up to Hayden. Now out he starts. He brings it over the line. Allison. Now he carries the puck out to center ice. Here he comes on the attack. He gave the puck away. Under 2 minutes to go in this first period. Over to Tanguay. Now it's passed ahead to McGillney. He's over the blue line on the attack. In front. And he covers up. About to drop the puck. Sundin won the draw. To McLean. Abisher made the save. Fired the puck just wide of the net. Corralled by... He scores! And there's a big 2-goal lead late in the first.
This guy will take goals any way he can get them. Some call rebound goals garbage goals, but they sure look the same on the score sheet.
Detroit hasn't had much luck so far.
Well, you know, Jim, the harder you work, the luckier you get. See if they can get this one on track before the end of the period.
Ahead to Konowalchuk. And there's the horn to end the period. 3-1 is the score. Fell behind early, but exploded for 3 unanswered goals to take the lead.
What a great finish. They've got to be feeling good about their game after that late rally.
Here's Owen Nolan, who's been all around the net but can't seem to score. Dumps the puck in. Pittsburgh in control now. He has his pocket picked to Hayden. Into the attacking zone. Quick shot from the wing. Passed over to Nolan. Now it's passed to Francis. Fires it right on. He scores, and they pick up where they left off with a huge lead early in the second.
His stick flexes so much as he loads that shot up. When he lets it fly, it just explodes off his blade.
They've dug themselves a 3-goal hole here early in the second period.
And Jim, that's awfully neat the way they're playing.
Allison dumped the puck in.
Assisted by number 10, John Francis.
Now over to Clean with a slap shot. Abisher denies him. One-time shot Up to Konowalchuk. Now he takes it into the neutral zone. To Turgeon. Belfour turned the shot away. Verahowski to Jeff O'Neill. And he moves the puck into the neutral zone. Oh, close. Over to Vananen. It's a one-on-one battle. Into the slot. And he stopped that and he hangs on. This guy has great puck control, and that's a real asset.
Well, it really does make it easier on the defense, knowing he's back there. When he passes to a teammate, it's usually tape to tape.
Face-off won by Danfus. Puck gobbled up. He scores! Some offense going there within a couple early in the second.
Speed kills. Isn't that the old saying? Oh, this man is a perfect example of that.
The faceoff goes to Pittsburgh. Tempers are flaring, and these two are ready to go.
Yeah, Jim, it looks like we have a couple of willing combatants now.
Got the better of his man in a close bout.
He sure did. He found his target time and again.
The ref is signaling for the faceoff.
Pittsburgh penalty to number 16, Darcy Tucker.
Passed over to Manikarovsky. Abishur got a pad on it.
Penalty to number
Here's
6,
Carlos Strastins.
to
To Damfus, and he brings it over the line. To Panikarovsky, and it's moved up into the neutral zone. Right on! Abishur made an awesome save! He passes it to Laxinen. Shot it! Renberg. Renberg. He gives the puck away. He shoots! From behind the net. Passed over to Coverley. Here's Alex Tanguay. Shot! Belfour turned the shot aside. One-timer! No worries there for Abishur. Here's Owen Miller. He passes it to Francis. One-timer! The visiting team trails by a pair as we approach the midway mark of the second. To McCabe. To Caberlet. Whips it. Blocked. It didn't get through. Right in front with a one-timer. It's blocked. Belfour makes the pad save. It's turned over in the neutral zone. Here comes Alexander McGillney. The door is shut by Abishur. He hangs on to the puck. Abishur saw the wrist shot coming, but it got deflected wide, and I'm not too sure if he had anything to do with it. They're getting ready for the faceoff. And the faceoff is won by Nikolishin. A turnover to Stajan. Quick shot from along the boards. To Klee. He intercepts the pass. Nikolishin. One times it. Goes behind his net. It's passed ahead to Panikarovsky. Now he moves the puck into the attacking zone. There's a quick shot. Ken Klee. He blocked it. That's a great play. Passed over to LePerriere. Shoots it! Klee takes possession of the puck. Here's Alexander McGillney, who's been firing from every angle but can't beat the goaltender. One-timed it! Here's Alexander McGillney. He scores! Running away with this one over the second period.
That was a very smart play by our goal scorer. He knew there was going to be a rebound on the shot, and he got to the puck before anyone else could.
Still early, Craig. They have enough time
win? I think so. They'll have to really step up their game.
To Owen Nolan.
Number 89, Alexander.
Here comes Sundin. Inside.
Assisted by number
Dumfries.
92, Jeff O'Neill.
Fires it. Easy stop for Belfort. Here's Vincent Dumfries. Behind the net. To match Sundin. Now he takes it to center. Here comes Sundin. Here he comes on goal. Avisher stabs at it to Dumfries. And he moves it out. Now he gains the blue line into the attacking zone. Reichel. Here comes Tucker. Shoots it quickly. Here comes Alex Tanguay to Reichel. He picked it off to Tanguay. Digs. One-timed it. That's blocked. Quick up to Reichel. Renberg. He brings it in on the attack. Shoots the puck. Blocked to Joe Sakic. Here comes Hayduk. It's grabbed by McGillney. To Ken Clean. Rips a shot. Blocked in front of the net. Avisher's got it. At center. Just one man to beat. Into the corner. And he hangs on for a faceoff.
Ask his teammates and they'll tell you, this guy outright steals games. And that's the biggest compliment you can give a goalie.
He's a big star in this league, all right. With a one-timer. Just wide of the goal. Behind the net. Passed over to Francis. Now he brings it to center. One-timed it. He has his pocket pick to match Sundin. Avisher covers up for the whistle. The puck is about to be dropped. Dumfries wins the faceoff. He passes it to Bugner. A one-on-one battle. Cranks one. To Domi. Now he's over the blue line on the attack. Gets away a hard shot. Stick save by Avisher. Pittsburgh has a relentless attack going here. One-time shot. Fearlessly blocked. It's 2-on-1. One-timed it. It's gobbled up by Klee. The home team up by 3 late in the second. Avisher made the brilliant save. Berahowski. He passes it to O'Neill. Allison. Here comes Alexander McGillney. Avisher closes the door. He passes. Oh, close. Blocked. It didn't get through. Caberlet takes control of the puck to McCabe. The visiting team trails by 3 here late in the second. To Solani. Circling the net. Turned away by Belfort. He passes it to Francis. Fired it. Here's Owen Nolan to Caberlet. Here's Milan Hayduk. He's off to another good start with his first goal of the game. That'll do it for the second period. 5-2 is the score as we head to the break. Detroit is down by a hat trick as we get started with the third period. The players are lined up and ready for the faceoff. The faceoff goes to Pittsburgh. To cover. Quick shot. Turned away by Avisher. With speed, it's a one-on-one. Fires it from the left. To cover that. Quickly steered aside by Avisher. from behind the net. Here's Joe Sackett. He's been the hottest shooter, not the hottest scorer yet. Shoots the puck to Alex Tange. This could be a chance. Puck corralled by Sackett. Saved by Belfour. To Sackett. Belfour made the huge save. Belfour caught a piece of it with his blocker, and it was just enough to prevent it from going in. We're ready for the face-off. The face-off goes to Pittsburgh. Clean gets hold of the puck. Allison, and he carries it to center. Now they gain the blue line on the attack. Passed ahead to Solani. The visiting team down by 3 here early in the third period. Berahowski, one-timer, and he's stopped by Abisher. Goes behind his net. It's passed ahead to Turgeon. Pittsburgh grabbed it. It's passed ahead to Tucker. Renberg. He's in over the blue line on the attack. To Teemu Selanne. Here comes Teemu Selanne. Gathering speed. To Tucker. One-timer! Puck found by Tucker. He passes it to Reichel. He turns it over. Shot! Belfour shut the door. Behind the net. Renberg. To Darcy Tucker. Here's Joe Sackett, who's been firing from every angle, but quick shot. Easy stop for Belfour. It's picked up by Caberlet. Abisher hangs on for the whistle. Good job to keep the puck out of the net.
He was razor sharp there.
The action's about to start. The faceoff goes to Detroit. Here's John Michael Lyles, whose shot blocking has been sensational. He passes it to Heino. Out comes Brian McCabe. Here's Panikarovsky. Lots of shots, but no results so far. To Brian McCabe, picked off. And he passes the puck to Panikarovsky. No worries there for Abisher. Here's John Michael Lyles, whose shot blocking has been a huge part of his game. It's 2-on-1. Shoots the puck from deep in the slot. Yet another stop. Caberlet. Here's Panikarovsky, who's been firing from every angle but can't beat the goaltender. Nice move there by McGillney. Over to Stajan. He coughs up the puck. Now he passes it to Solani, and it's moved into the attacking zone. Intercepted. Passed over to McGillney. Here's Ken Clee. Well, we got a shot on goal. Average. Oh, close. Quick up to Solani. Now he's into the attacking zone. Blasts it from the right. To McGillney. Now he's into the attacking zone. Here's Steve Konowalchuk. He's been the hottest shooter, not the hottest scorer. He shot! Belfour turned it away. He passes the puck to McGillney, and he moves it into the attacking zone. Here's Joe Sackett, who's been firing from every angle but can't beat the goaltender. One-timer! He scores! And there's still some hope. They're within 2.
Is a former first-rounder that has already justified that pick. He can flat-out score.
The faceoff goes to Pittsburgh.
Number 18,
The visiting team trails by a pair here midway through the third. To Darcy Tucker. Now he's moved it into the attacking zone. To Vinny Damfus. Now he scores back-to-back, and they're within a goal. Everyone
Everyone knew the big slap shot was coming, but when it's taken with that kind of force and accuracy, hey, there's not much that can be done to stop that one.
They may have been caught looking too far ahead.
Oh, that can happen with a 2-goal lead.
Detroit
Think
goal,
you're safe,
scored
and you
by
lose your
number
focus.
25.
Here comes Joe
Dan
Sakic.
Booth, assisted by
One-timed. He scores another quick goal, and they tied the game.
General managers love Lyle's wheels. He can beat you with speed, and he has a nose for the net. That's a lethal combination.
Midway through the third, and we have a tie game.
Yeah, I think this one could go right down to the wire.
Allison won the faceoff. Just one man to beat. Turned over.
Assisted by number
He passes it to second, and he's over the blue line on the attack.
Number 19, Joe
Allison, and it's into the neutral zone. Now they gain the blue line on the attack. One-timer, stoned by Abisher to O'Neal. Blistering shot, great glove save by Abisher to Tanguay, and he's into the attacking zone, into the slot, behind the net. Passed over to McCabe. Out comes Ron Francis. Shoots it! Belfour turned the shot away. And another shot! Laxonen. Down into the corner. To Francis. Intercepted! Now he passes it ahead to Domfus. With speed, it's a one-on-one.
Wow, Jim, that would have been game over.
Here comes Owen Nolan. One-time shot. To Solani. Here comes Teemu Solani. One-timed it. Clee, Allison. Shoots quickly. Abisher. Walker save. Behind the net. To Turgeon. Through center. They're into the attacking end of the ice. Right in front. Turned aside by Belfour. Yet another save. Dean will get the gate for holding.
And now he'll get to watch the next 2 minutes from the penalty box.
Detroit will get a second chance on the power play here. Allison. Reichel dumped it. Down to the final 2 minutes of the third period. Hayduk in all alone. Saved by Belfour to Reichel. And he carries the puck into the zone. That's stopped, and he hangs on for a face-off. So much of this game is about confidence.
Well, that's just it. Once a guy's found the scoreboard, he's always hungry for more.
Defenders should be keeping tabs on this guy. Francis wins the draw, fires it hard to Caberlet. Another shot ahead to Turgeon. Just one man to beat. Now he passes the puck to Sundin, to Francis. Sundin dumps it. One-timer scores! Short-handed, they score!
Watching this guy rack up points, it's easy to see why he's a former first overall pick. Sundin is so slick with the puck and has plenty of weapons to beat a goaltender.
Down by a goal late in the third, it's hero time.
This is definitely when you expect your star players to step up and make a difference.
Reichel dumps the puck in. To Reichel. Big shot. It's blocked ahead to Tanguay. A one-on-one battle. From the end. Unbelievable save by Belfour. He had his pocket picked to Reichel. Now he gains the blue line into the attacking zone. To Milan Hayduk. He picked it off. Abisher stones him. To Milan Hayduk. And he moves the puck into the attacking zone. Detroit pulls the goalie and is going to gamble on the extra attacker.
Gutsy move by the coach, but it could backfire in a big way.
Spatos at center. Here he goes, all by himself in front. Great save, Belfour. Pittsburgh is playing a very disciplined game tonight.
Yeah, they're staying out of the box, and that's a key. You don't always give up goals on the penalty kill, but it takes a lot out of you.
The ref is ready to drop the puck. We're down to the final minute of the third. Shoots the puck. He tallies an empty net goal.
Well, an empty net goal is a great way to pad your stats. They don't come much easier than this one, but hey, he'll take it.
That'll just about do it.
No, not much hope for 2 goals now.
Pittsburgh Proles.
To Cabernet.
Shorthanded by number
Now he just gets the puck deep.
McCabe, assisted by number 20.
Into the last 10 seconds of the third. Detroit will gain an extra attacker.
The coach is in a tough spot. He wants to win, he's going to need to gamble.
And that's the end. Detroit has lost the game. The final score, 7-5.
Pittsburgh number 13, Matt Sundin. Tonight's second star for Pittsburgh number 92, Jeff O'Neill. And tonight's first star, Pittsburgh number 10, Ron Francis.
From Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and for EA Sports, I'm Jim Houston.
And I'm Craig Simpson. Have a great one.